Hi guys, so nice to see you back. In this video I will show you my trip to the Netherlands to sell my Honda, a small recap of what I've seen, and it was also very nice to see my friends again in the city center of Utrecht. But they came to us as well. It was my first skiing experience, so you don't want to miss that. And we also drove with 100 kilometers per hour on snow scooters. How cool is that? We're now standing on Skorve, and in the background you see Seljord. Very cool, very nice to be here in the snow. And yeah, I hope that you will enjoy this video. When you are in Norway and there's so much snow, you need to have heavy equipment in order to make your place a clean place. So therefore we bought this broom, and as you see I already started, but let's continue. I bought this broom at a second-hand market, so I think it's quite a good deal. And you don't see them very often so big, so yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It's very helpful and handy. That was the last part. Welcome in Winter Wonderland. Today I'm going to show you my ski skills. I've never done it before, but yesterday I bought full skiing gear. So we're gonna practice because next week friends will come over and we're gonna go to Ruiland and Gausta toppen, and it's gonna be fun, but I never skied before, so I have to practice. Otherwise they will laugh at me and that's not a good thing. But before I will show you my skiing skills, I first want to show you something very cool. In another video you have seen some deer that ran around our garden, but now I noticed that there are very massive, very big footprints in the snow, and it must be of a moose, of an elk. He or she walked from the trees over there beside the fence all the way to our trees, and it ate the tops of the branches. So food sources are limited nowadays with all the snow covering their food, so they have to get closer to houses, I suppose. So that's awesome. I will show it in a minute. Also, it's now I think 30 centimeters of snow, so we have to get rid of the snow in order to get our firewood in the garden, in the place. And we made some sort of a hallway to the chickens, to Waffles, Holly, Dutje and Nekkie. It's awesome. I like the snow. It's not even as cold as it was 2 weeks ago. It was minus 16, and now it's it's probably minus 1 or around 0. It's foggy today, so that means that visibility is a bit low. Maybe later this day I will go to the mountain on the opposite side of our house, because there's a very small ski slope, and it's perfect for me to practice, because the slopes that we're gonna go to next week, they're a little bit bigger. I will also film that, and yeah, awesome. I thought maybe it's a good idea that we're gonna make a fortress over there. Maybe an igloo, maybe a castle, I don't know what works. I think I'm gonna do it. Yes. Okay, first it's gonna be the foundation, and then we're gonna make blocks that create the walls, and hopefully we can also make a roof. If I want to make a roof, that means that it must be a sort of igloo shape. So I think it's gonna be an igloo. Okay, let's try. And then it was finally time for our friends to arrive. Not this one laying and chilling, although it was very cool to see the elk as well. We drove up north to Gausta and stayed there for a couple nights. There was a lot of snow and the temperature was around minus 15. Fresh snow comes with little visibility. You can't have best of both worlds. Okay, this is the first skiing experience here in Norway. Let's go!
speer gaat hij hoor, als een speer. Kijk hem gaan dan. Zo. Ik hou hem helemaal niet bij.
As I already said, it was my first skiing holiday, so I can't compare with the Alps. Mr. Twan and Miss Juliette told me that Gausta is a small area compared to the areas in the Alps.
This is the second experience in Norway.
On the other hand, it's pretty chill, because it was very quiet. Perfect for practice and learning about carving and shredding. Green, blue, red and black slopes were open and I took them all. In my opinion, some of the green and blue slopes were quite advanced as well. Is it true that the Norwegian difficulty scale does not compare with other skiing areas? The last day was completely clear and so much fun. Noticing progress in combination with these astonishing views makes it worth to come back another time.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit crowded here.
All good things come to an end. They can be followed up by other good things, like riding snow scooters for example.
Wel koude tengels hoor. Wel koude tengels.
That's it? That's the break. Can we also drive down? Down by your right. We're gonna have to stop it. This is classified as a road, so we have to behave like we're on the road. Hands, that's
Are you excited?
Yeah.
through the heating when we get a bit more comfortable.